Hi Libra, this is your April 2020 reading. This isn't a video. This is actually just an audio that you can see the spread in the thumbnail if you want to actually see the cards. So I'm coming at you today, April 8th. This is during the Libra full moon. This is a super moon. It's also called the pink moon. So hopefully you all are using your manifestation powers to take full advantage of this moon and make it work for you. I actually read something interesting. I think it was for no, I know it's for, it was on, I believe his name is astrologyking.com, and he said this moon would have a longer effect for about 2 weeks, so that gives you plenty of time to get all your manifestation tools in order and do what you have to do. And plus, many of you are probably at home and have nothing to do, so there you go. So I pulled the central energy card for you, and I got the Four of Swords, and this goes along with the theme that we're all experiencing right now with the stay-at-home order, but it also goes along with the vision I had. So when I was meditating on your sign, I saw this I guess you can say bath, and it was filled, and it had like pink flowers in it, and I saw you, or a vision of someone, I saw someone coming up and, you know, submerging themselves in the water. And what I got from it was, when you submerged under the water, it was like a sense of relief. So what I got from that is this is a time now for you to do your cleansing. Obviously physically, you can think about it in a spring cleaning, but mentally and emotionally, and I feel like that's needed because you need to cleanse yourself so that you are prepared for what's next for you to come. With this Four of Swords, it's always with the Four of Swords come up, it's always a sign letting you know that universe is letting you know, rest up now, get your strength now, because when I'm ready for you, or when I'm ready to give you what you've been asking for, you're going to need all your energy. So right now, take advantage of this time, whether you're alone or whether you're with someone, you're just at home resting. Take this time to get prepared for your next phase of your life, because you really are entering a whole new shift right now. This applies if you have a Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Stellium. You are entering another shift of your life right now, and even though you may not see it, actually you may see it, but you definitely feel it right now. Your job is to clear out any emotional baggage that you may have. Cut off those people that no longer serve you, friends, family, anyone. It's time for you to remove anything that may be holding you back, so you can move, so you can go into the next phase clear, free. Okay, let me apologize for any background noise. Okay, so I went ahead and started pulling the cards, and you have first thing off the bat, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, it just kind of goes along with the message. You are getting offered, actually no, it's not, I'm sorry, that's not offer. You are seeing a seed that you planted. I'm getting 3 months ago, 3 years ago, it could be 3 weeks ago. You're seeing a seed that you planted finally come out and sprout, and now you're getting ready to reap the benefits of that. This could be in relation to a job. Some of you could maybe about 3 weeks before this all took place, some of you could have been putting your resumes in, or applying for jobs, and you may not have heard anything. But now, especially during this time, the least time you expect it, you're hearing back from HR representatives saying, hey, you look like a good fit, and you thought maybe during that time you may have thought that it was falling on deaf ears, when in reality everything was just aligning behind the scenes. You didn't see it, but everything was aligning. you have the nine of staffs, Knight of Wands. So again, this kind of goes along. I get the sense that you may have had some doubt in the back of your mind. You yeah, I get the feeling when I look at this card. It's funny because it looks like the pictures are moving, like creating a story for me. But when I look at this card, I see, even though there's a man in the card, I see like a small child, a scared child. So it's like some of you may have had some childhood trauma that you haven't yet resolved, and you may think that you've moved on in life and you've left that behind, but in reality, it's actually that trauma has actually been one of your final. I'm getting the word test for you to move forward to the next phase. So it's time for you to heal that trauma. Go back and think about why certain patterns have been happening in your life, and see, and you'll realize, oh, it's because this happened when I was 12 years old, whatever age, when you were young. And it's the classic example when some people have trust issues because something that happened when they were younger. And in order for you to move past this hump or this obstacle in your life, or even, it's not even literally, it's just emotionally or mentally, in order for you to move past that, so you are loving and trusting in not only other people but in yourself, you need to heal that trauma. And that could have been some of the delay that you've been the reason why you've been experiencing some delay. It's been universe letting you know this needs to be, this needs to be fixed, this needs to be healed. Next to that, you have another 9. So obviously 9 is very significant for you. You have the 9 of Cups. This is beautiful. I mean, obviously, why wouldn't you love the 9 of Cups? 9 of Cups is a card. It's your wish card. This is a card letting you know that that feeling that you want to feel, that fulfillment, that happiness, that joy that you want to feel, it is definitely on the way. And it's a result of you clearing out that old baggage. Right next to it, you have the 8 of Cups. This goes along with the message. It's time to cleanse yourself, especially with this full moon here, and you basically have all the power behind you. Use this time to cleanse yourself. If you need to cry, you cry. If you need to yell, you yell. Scream, you scream. Excuse me. Use this time to cleanse yourself. Make room for the good things in your life by clearing out the bad. And then it's so funny because in the 8 of Cups card, you literally have a full moon here in the picture. So yes, you have the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups talks about family. Now, when I take the picture of you, and if you've watched some of my past videos, you see that all my cards are upright. That's because I typically keep them for display reasons upright, because I feel like if it comes out upright, sometimes the energy will feel like reversed. If it comes out reversed, sometimes the energy will feel right. So I just go off with the intuition, whatever I'm feeling. But you have the 10 of Cups. So I'm not saying that your issues with your family are horrible, but right now I feel like family, it may be a bit of an issue for you. Some of you may be trying to start a family. Let me clarify. Some of you may want children, because even if it's just you and your spouse, your partner, you have a family, but you want to add on to your family, and you may be finding some difficulties with that. And I think it's really coming to the forefront. But I'll tell you this right now: we're all at home. There will be babies born. I mean, so you may find out you have a surprise, and that you, in a couple of weeks, you are welcoming a bundle of joy into this world. But for some of you, on the other side of that, some of you may have needed this time. If you live alone, you may have needed this time to get away from your family. For some people, that's just simply what they need. They get along better with their family when they're not in the house with them. Relationships seem better when they're not living with it's, I don't know how it works, but that's just how it is. So right now, this time apart from them could be strengthening the relationship. I'm getting the message, some of you may have some issues going on with your siblings. It may have something to do with money. You may have given some money to your sibling and they haven't paid you back yet. That's something else. Okay, next you have the Hangman. Major Arcana, I believe that has to do with the Pisces, so you could be dealing with the Pisces, but Hangman lets me know, it kind of goes along with this message. So obviously, you know, people hear Hangman because you're stalling to make a decision, you don't want to move. Yeah, well, in this interpretation, I'm feeling like this is actually a good time that it's good that you're in this position of the Hangman, because right now, like I said, you are suspended. You are in one spot. You are in one position, one spot. Now is the time for you to go into your thoughts and figure out what it is you need to clear out. Now is the time for you to receive enlightenment during meditation. If you haven't meditated yet during this time, do it. You are going to find out, or things are going to be revealed to you that you did not expect at all. You are going to see, and this kind of goes in, along with the seven of swords right next to it. You are going to find out some things that you had no clue about, and once this revealed to you, the decision going with it, you have next to Two of Swords. It's just the decision is on you. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to let this be an obstacle and just sit there and try and figure out what to do? Because you already know the answer. The answer is to cut it off. Take one of those swords, put one down, take the other one, and cut it off. That's the obvious answer. You know, before I even did the video, I'll, clear the energy. I took a shower and I was thinking, and I thought back, it was around, I believe about 2012, and I was just thinking, I'm like, wow, mentally I've come a long way. If I think back in 2012, I was definitely dealing with a lot of depressing thoughts, and every now and then it comes back up, but it was not to that degree. And it seemed like 2013, 2014, 15, 16 more the same. I finally started seeing a bit of a change. 17 and then 18 got better, than last year was a really good year, but it's just, I was thinking about that, and then again, I was watching some YouTube video and I saw somebody else say, 2012 was a year that really kind of, got me down. And so I was kind of like, okay, I'm not the only one. But I feel like I'm not saying Libras were the only ones that felt that way, but I feel like Libras really took a hit around that time. I can't even tell you the planetary placements around that year, the major planetary placements, because I didn't really look it up. But I can definitely see how even other people with high Libra placements in their chart, and even on different readers who are Libras, they'll tell you life is getting a lot better, and that's what I'm seeing here now. You are finally getting past that hump. We are finally getting what we deserve. I mean, I'm trying to put it as clearly, but we're getting what we deserve. We deserve every bit of goodness because we've worked hard for it. We went through our karmic cycle. We deserve everything that is given, to all the good things that is given to us. Lastly, your two cards that I got were the Magician. You could be dealing with an Aries, and the Ace of Cups. Those two cards coming out together lets me know, again, what I just said. You have been, I can't think of what book it is, the book where the man has to go through, I think he has to go through hell. When he comes out, he's more enlightened. It's a common story, and I can't think of the name of it. I apologize. But you have been through the fire, and now you are coming out with Ace of, now you can think of Ace of Cups with those two cards together. You can think about, hey, an Aries is offering their love to me, and that could be the scenario. But I'm thinking on a more practical level. I'm sorry, not practical. On another scenario is that it's like you've went through that phase of enlightenment and coming out equipped, where the universe is offering you that Ace of Cups, that joy, that happiness, that peace, that enlightenment, that love, that cleansing of all traumas and hurt. It's like you are now, I'm getting the message, you are now allowed to bathe in the lake of, I don't know, of purity. I don't know. It's like you've done what you needed to do, and your reward is being given to you. Yes, that's what I have. Also, too, some of you, if you want to think of it as from a love standpoint, I got the message that some of you may be finding out that your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, is not yours. They're actually someone else's. You could have already found this out. This time definitely brings out those kinds of things. You could find out you were the third party. Yeah, cut that loose and move on. It will do you so much better. And they will try to come back. No. Your health. I'm looking at this and I just kind of see a scenario. Make sure you continue to stay active and work out around this time, because your health is important. Your health is your wealth. I know it's really easy just to, just to sit around, but I think the big thing about their health, obviously, you can do some stretches, working out, but your biggest thing with your health is getting rest. I mean, you have the four swords in the middle. Your biggest thing is finally getting some peace of mind, getting away from the work, the friends, all that, and just finally laying your head down, knowing you don't have to wake up at a set time. You can just wake up at 3 p.m. That's what most of us are doing now. You need the rest, and you deserve the rest. Like I said, your big numbers, obviously number 9 is very big for you, but I'm also getting that the number 8 is also significant for you, so be sure to look up what those numbers mean. Yeah. Okay, I think that is all I have for you today, Libra. Like I said, please take advantage of this full moon. Do what you need to do. Use its powers, because you have all of the tools by you. And I wish you a great month of April. I will see you in May. And I love you. Sending you blessings. Bye.